And now, World Improv Network proudly presents Community Court.
When two parties cannot solve a dispute, community court is there to solve the problem. See?
All rise for the most honorable Judge Kenneth Vicarro.
Oh, wow, yeah, we are, we've got an audience today.
It's a live one, Judge.
Yeah, make some noise. That's what I'm talking about. In the name of justice. All right. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah, we,
Heads will roll today.
that's what, well, I think they will. I mean,
hopefully. We've seen enough death in here.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we should, count our blessings that, Cliff and I, that we're still here.
And Junior.
Yeah. I mean, he's just, I should really take him to a doctor because his growth is stunted, or, maybe I need to give him vitamins or more formula or something.
It's worth a shot. It's like a plant. You got to talk to it.
Oh, is that right, Junior? Like a little ficus? A little, oh no. All right. I'm sorry. Like what? You're more of a daffodil bush or something, or? Oh, you just think it's funny when I say bush. Junior's got a potty sense of humor. And it's right, rightfully so. He's just a baby.
True.
Or just like a really stunted 4-year-old. Anyway,
well, I would hope you know how old he is.
I lose track with all the work days, but anyway, we got another exciting court case today, and Cliff, did you ever see that movie with Michael J. Fox, and he's he goes to a small town and he's like a doctor?
Doc Hollywood?
Doc Hollywood, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I love Doc Hollywood.
Sometimes I kind of feel like I'm like Judge Hollywood.
Oh.
Like with all the famous people that come in here.
Yeah. But you're as equally skilled in justice as he was at medicine.
Is that good?
Yeah, yes, he was a very good doctor.
Do you remember that scene where he's like, the boy had like he just had like swollen tonsils or something. He's like, I got to operate. And then he just needed a Coke.
Oh.
Remember that part?
Oh, and the old doctor got his one-uppance on him.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I choose to remember Michael J. Fox in a better light. May he rest in peace.
I don't think he's...
Oh. I just hope he sleeps well.
Yeah, sure. All right, well, speaking of Hollywood, got one of Hollywood's brightest, internationally known, and it's kind of bizarre, really. It's a cartoon character come to life right before our eyes. I'm talking about Mickey Mouse. How you doing?
It's good to be here today, Judge.
All right. Well, I'm glad that you're excited. You got a smile on your face. I don't think I ever see you without one.
Especially when I'm in Pluto, or maybe Simba from Lion King.
Yeah. I know who Simba is.
He's my real best friend.
Okay. All right. Cliff, I'm kind of creeped out, man.
Well, he's a talking mouse. What do you expect, Judge? He's going to be weird.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, fair. And then, Mickey, you're our, or Mr. Mouse, should I say? You're our plaintiff today. You're here because you've brought us here. You've got an issue you want to have resolved.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair for all the years I've been in movies that I'm not in Game of Thrones.
Right. And we have well, I'm gonna let him introduce himself.
Yeah. My name is Wally P. Executive. I'm the in-charge executive at HBO Casting.
Oh,
Thank you.
Why didn't I get a cheer too?
Shut your mouth, Mickey.
Yeah, to be honest, Mr. Mouse, you are quite old. You're not. Since you first came onto the scene, the Powerpuff Girls have arrived. Wally, all the girl from was it Brave?
Yeah.
Or Courage, or
Oh, it was Brave.
It was Brave. All right.
Frozen too.
Is there a second one?
No, but there's gonna be. That's the rumor.
Oh, well, if anybody knows, it would be this guy, I bet.
But I'm well versed and I'm still active like a spring chicken, even though I'm a mouse.
Well, so Mr. Wally P. Executive,
Yeah.
you're being sued for discriminating Mr. Mouse based on his
Stature.
his stature.
And my species too.
Yeah, I mean they're kind of interconnected.
Yeah. I mean, you could come up with a laundry list of reasons why we didn't cast Mr. Mouse here in Game of Thrones, because there are multitudes.
I would make a great violent king.
You make a great what?
Violent king.
Violent king. Oh,
I would chop somebody's toenails off.
Mr. Mouse, clearly you have the motivation for such a role. Can you maybe walk us through the audition process and what exactly happened? What was said to you?
Yeah, I was in the final casting call. I got 14 callbacks for the final lead role, and then it was just me and 4 other people. And they even said that I had the best auditions, and also I had a lot of star power to help boost the show. But then I never got a call back, so I just kind of waited. I know, Junior, and I just kind of waited, and I waited 2 seasons, and I still didn't get a call back. They discriminated against me.
Now, is there, a lot of people in Hollywood, I imagine, face rejection. In my courtroom, somebody almost always walks out a loser. Some people are shot dead a loser.
One time, Walt drew my foot wrong, and it hurt when I tried to walk across the paper.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
Walt drew my foot wrong.
Oh, Walt drew your foot wrong.
Yeah, so I couldn't walk across the paper right. It hurt.
Okay, well, and what about the Mr. Wally P. Executive? Looks like you got something on the tip of your tongue.
This is one of the many reasons that we were unable to cast Mr. Mouse. How do we know he's always going to get drawn correctly? There are spare erasers around set. Who knows what kind of limbs could fall off? It's an insurance nightmare, for one.
Have you run into this kind of situation before at HBO?
Yes. We had Baloo the bear from the Jungle Book was on one of our early episodes, and it was a hunting scene. And everything was going great. It was fine and dandy. And then erasers just fell from the sky like frogs in Egypt, and half of them disappeared, and our shots were ruined, and we had to go get a real bear.
But that wouldn't happen to me, because I have a wand. I can make them all disappear.
So you've run into some issues before. How did that turn out with Baloo?
Well, like I said, when the erasers fell, like half of him got erased. I mean, various parts of him all over his body, and he was unable to act in the shows.
And very well, I get you got
they were very expensive
recover?
Reshoots.
But I offered to use waterproof crayons, or maybe even wear a waterproof suit, or maybe even eraser-proof markers.
Well, I got to get to the point, Mr. Mouse. I mean, were you at any point during the audition process contacted by Mr. Wally P. Executive here, or anybody from HBO or part of the production crew of Game of Thrones, and slandered or on the receiving end of remarks that would be deemed discriminatory?
Yeah, the other 3 auditioners, they were in the room with me on the final audition. They threatened to rip my head off and to stick my own ears up my own nose. That was mean.
Which I have to say is exactly why they were cast in the show. They understand the vibe of what we're going for a lot more. Mindless, over-the-top violence.
And I even offered to throw up Minnie Mouse for any kind of love scenes.
Well, I mean, first of all, Mr. Mouse, I don't think that's up to you. That's got to be consensual. I mean, and this is coming from a judge.
Oh.
I know about consent.
Well, she's my best friend. I mean, she kind of helps me out, and I know she would do it just like Simba would.
Oh, you and Simba?
Yeah.
You guys got a
buddies.
a thing?
Yeah,
It's kind of like a polyamorous.
Me and Minnie and Simba. Yeah.
Well, I'd be interested in watching that cartoon.
Uh,
Anyway,
that
was
is
a weird.
duly noted.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was inappropriate. I'm not here to offer my opinions. Here to serve up justice, and I've come to a conclusion. I think I've heard enough. Junior's heard enough, and frankly, I don't want him here anymore. I see in favor of Mr. Wally P. Executive. I think they just made a good casting decision. Sorry, Mr. Mouse.
Take my wand.
Ah!
Stay tuned for Talking Points with Shabazz Davis. And make sure to give the Wincast your suggestions during the break on what topic Shabazz should swing a bat at. Next on Mile High Sports Radio.